Harihi Om. My dear holy souls, this is Mata Anantananda Sri Sadguru Shivarama Avadhuta Ashramam, Kamvaram village, Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh state from Bharat, that is India. Under the caption of wonderful Indian folk stories, we are enjoying some wonderful, twistful and suspensive stories of and adventurous also. The stories of Bhatti and Vikramaditya, the historical personalities of ancient India. In that series of videos, this is 75th one. This is the serial story started by Mangala Kalyani, the idol on the 4th step of Golden Throne. Main incidents in this story are another effort of Bhoja Raja to climb up the throne. Mangala Kalyani, the 4th idol, stopped him. Their conversation, story started. Again country tour of Vikramaditya, this time along with Bhatti and Bhetala on foot, reached Choultry, smelling as Champaka, Kadamba and Kasuri like sweet flower odors. The outcoming skills from this story are the beginning of this story itself creates curiosity and suspense in us. It makes us to learn how to create interest on our words in listeners. The remaining story let us enjoy in the video. Like that, as we enjoyed in the previous video, the idol on the 3rd step of the Golden Throne, Komala Bhashanavalli, had completed her story of a long story about Apurupa Sundari and Apurupa Sundara. By the time it was extreme dark like night, so that everybody dispersed from the court. And on the next day, with doubled and tripled multiple curiosity and desire to climb up on the throne, Bhojaraja had got up by early in the morning as Brahmi Muhurta and had completed his bath and other traditional works, and he performed his puja in his mandir to his deities, and at the time of sunrise had given tributes to God's son and had given donations to saints and scholars of the literature and artists like that and poets, and then had taken his meals with multiple dishes, sweet and delicious dishes and fruits and all, and then had taken tambula, means betel nuts, and with betel leaves and with other smelling this thing clones like that, and he relaxed for few minutes, and then he started to his court, the Chitrakuta, which he built it to keep the Golden Throne, along with his chief minister Buddhisagara and other ministers also. When he reached the court hall, already it was filled with the public and so many categories of people, villagers and citizens and his subordinate officials, ministers and other kings also, who are subordinates to him. By watching all of them, Bhojaraja felt very happy and satisfaction, and he greeted everybody, and everybody had given regards to the king. Everybody stood up when he entered into the court hall, and then Bhojaraja had taken the blessings of scholars, and while they were chanting Shanti mantras and other Vedas, Suktas, Bhojaraja had taken 3 holy rounds around the Golden Throne and performed puja by giving dhupa, deepa, naivedya and harati, and then he put namaskar and he got ready to climb up. Everybody in the court was very silent and they were watching very keen. Then Bhojaraja, with high desire to climb up the throne, he thought if the previous 3 idols on the 3 steps, the first one Komala Bhashanavalli, the second one Madanabhishekavalli, and the third one the first one Vinoda Ranjitavalli, and the second one Madanabhishekavalli, and the third one Komala Bhashanavalli stopped me, and they told some stories. And what will happen now? I had to watch with the fourth idol. If they won't disturb me, and today itself my desire will get fruitful, otherwise I have to wait. It's God grace. He thought like that, and he put his first foot on the first step. The idol on that step, Vinoda Ranjitavalli, she kept calm. So he relaxed, and his desire got doubled. And then he put his foot on the second step. There, Madanabhishekavalli, she didn't stop him. He felt happy and satisfaction. He stepped on the third one. There, Komala Bhashanavalli, she also didn't stop him. So with great desire and enthusiasm, he kept his first feet on the fourth step. And then he tried to lift the next foot from the third step, and he wanted to keep it on the fourth one. At that moment, as if got the life, the golden idol, which was embedded with diamonds, topaz, like that, and it had clapped the hands and laughed loudly. Then with high disappointment, Bhojaraja stopped there and asked, "Oh great idol, I don't know your name. Why you are laughing at me?" Then it said, "Oh King Bhoja Maharaja, as you taught with my co-idols, Vinoda Ranjitavalli, Madanabhishekavalli, and Komala Bhashanavalli, they told the specialities of the king, emperor, the great Vikramaditya. Although you heard it, and again you are taking adventurous step, risky step to get to climb up onto the throne. That's why I stopped you." Then, after few minutes, Bhojaraja said, "Oh great idol, you are like my mother. I enjoyed with the specialities told by the three co-ideals of yourself. And I am very grateful to Vikramaditya also. But now I am begging you, I have got you back from where you hidden beneath the ground, and I polished you, and I made very decorative to your throne, and I kept it in this hall. Why not I am eligible to climb up onto it?" Then that idol told, "My name is Mangala Kalyani. Because there is nobody eligible to climb up and to sit in this throne. That's why we ourselves made beneath the ground. With a great effort you have dug, and you got ourselves to this court hall. Okay, it is. But you are there enough to climb up. It is not advisable, because Vikramaditya, he was very knight, he was very wise, adventurous one, and donative nature one. He is capable to prevent the sinful persons. He can punish them. He could punish them like anything, and he could protect the faithful persons like a god, and such that. And he was very donative nature. If it is necessary, he was not doubtful to give anything to others, including his life. You know that had given his life to Bhatti, his brother. You heard about it. That's why. If you have at least 1% of his qualities, then you are eligible to climb up. Decide yourself." Then Bhojaraja said, "Oh great mother, the idol, Mangala Kalyani, I beg you to narrate the other story of other things, the special things about the great emperor Vikramaditya and his minister Bhatti. Then I can analyze myself, I can compare with them, and I can decide myself whether I am eligible or not to climb up on this throne. Please let me know. Saying like this, he sat on the golden throne's fourth step by keeping Padmasana. Then the idol Mangala Kalyani said, "Oh my dear son, I am very pleased about your obedience and about your enthusiasm. That's why, okay, I am willingful to tell you the stories of Vikramaditya. Listen carefully, with silence." By saying like that, and Mangala Kalyani started her story. Like that, the days were passing happily with 6 months ruling of the kingdom and another 6 months in a year with the country tour. Vikramaditya and Bhatti were enjoying the lives and the people were very happy in his kingdom. By that time, as per Panchanga, the time occurred to go to the country tour. Then Vikramaditya called on his brother Bhatti, then said, "My dear brother Bhatti, now the time is for country tour. This time I want to go along with yourselves. Every time I am going alone, and this time I desire you." By hearing that, Bhatti said, expressed his extreme happiness and said, "Oh my dear brother, I am very grateful towards you, and you are very kind enough on me. By staying at the kingdom, by leaving you for 6 months, I am suffering with your absence, with your lack of your company, and every time I wanted to come with you, and this time you are giving the boon to me. I am very pleased to come with you." He said like that. And then they Bhatti and Vikramaditya had called on their ministers, and they had given their Raja Mudrika, the authoritative stamp of the emperor, to the ministers, and then they have gone to the temple of Mahankali, Ujjain. And as per her boon, Mahankali had appeared in front of their eyes and had given Tirtha and Prasada and blessed them as Vijayostu. Then Bhatti and Vikramaditya on foot started the country tour, because this time they want to spend the time very peacefully, so they could enjoy by getting the tour on foot instead of horse or other traveling means. That's why they selected like that. And in the disappeared form, Baitala had followed them. They walked on country, they crossed villages, cities, hills and hillocks, and valleys and gardens, forest, like that. And after they are spending time with each other company with sweet conversations and describing about the nature, like that. And after a few days, just like a week, like that, they reached a deep forest. It was very thick one, and with grand biggest trees, like that. And they, by traveling, they reached a pool, a beautiful pond. Surrounding it, there were big trees and with creepers and with colorful fruits and flowers, and so many water birds. And the water is attracted them. All actually they also very tired enough, so that they entered into the pond and had washed their face, hands, and foot, like that. And they had taken the handful of water and drank. It was like just a fresh coconut water from the tree, like that. They felt very relaxed and very happy. By that time, they had seen a chowtry, like that, a small construction just nearby. Then they have gone there. It was the marble constructed with marble stone, so cool. So they felt very happy. and there were some benches, rock benches. They laid there on that rock benches and fell asleep deeply. But within a few minutes like that, they woke up, because they sensed the strong sweet smell of champaka, kadamba and kasturi, the sweet flowers. And then at the beginning they didn't observe, actually the chowtry also, the rocks, the walls, the windows, everyone, including the rock benches, they were also giving the same sweet odor. They felt very wonder and watched each other's face. And what will happen in the next part of the story, let us enjoy in the coming video. Thank you for watching. Harihi Om.